to invest in your company, they'll create shares for you, and you'll pump in your money, and you'll get a board membership, and you become part of Equity Bank, including growth of it. Am I speaking? Ama niongee Kiswahili. If you look at Berkshire Hathaway, you'll never see they throw money there to chance. If you have the might, which you have in this room, stop kuja kwa market kusubua small shareholders like us. Go and talk to the companies themselves. They create shares. Do you know who is the largest investor in Equity Bank? Anyone with an idea? Fao does know. I'm talking about the investor. Actually, he's the #1 shareholder. Anyone with an idea? Okay. Who is the largest investor in Britam? Anyone with an idea? Britam. Or one of them. Any investor you know in Britam, any shareholder you know within Britam. Yes, sir. Who? Munga Kahara. Yes, an individual. That's good, but I would want to get a fund, a company, so to say, an organization. Yes? Very good. African Invest is a PE fund. Now, did they have to come to the market to buy shares? Did they? You could remember when Equity grew, when it actually now started being a local bank. Some of you, do you remember a time where or when Richest Capital invested in Equity Bank? Richest Capital is also a PE fund. Did they come to the market to buy? They didn't. What I'm trying to say, we all have the money to play in that league in this hall. Let's use our might for the benefit of growth of these companies and the growth of our money. And how do we do it? And why do we do it? If you look at even in terms of individuals and companies who have grown, take a person like Peter Thiel in the US. He invested $500,000 only. $500,000 in Facebook at the early stage. Okay, he sold along the way. If he never sold his equity, he had a 10% in Meta, Facebook. The current value as we talk today, 10% of Facebook would be around $150 billion US. Now, I'm provoking ourselves here. Even as you invest in those assured things, which we may have realized they are not as assured as we think, can't we also have a significant amount of money where we are funding growth companies, antelopes? So that even if you fund in 10 and only 5 works, they give you profit more than all the money you have in T-bills and boats. And don't tell me about law. That's why the regulator is here to tell you laws are dynamic. Take a company called Apple, Simu. There's a guy who was called Mike Makula. I was reading the other day the biography of the former CEO of Apple. Mike Makula at some point, he invested only $250,000 US. By the time Apple was listing, he had a 14% stake. 14. We are talking about a company that has been founded in our generation. If he never sold, he has sold some, he still retains some. That stake could be worth $500 billion US. Even if we invested that money in the best government instrument in the world, let's say he invested 100% of that money, and 100 times of it, even to increase the quantum, the gain on this other side is very high. What I'm trying to say is, We must also unlock our money by putting it in anything that can grow. You'd rather than you buy a mango tree, it grows and bears fruits. Anything with life. These static assured instruments have no life. I gave you about BYD. Berkshire Hathaway invested in 2008. It invested $230 million US. It's quite some money for a 10% stake. They sold last year, the final batch. They got 30 times their money. 30 times. Their money increased by 30 times. I'm saying not 30%, 30 times. Yes, as we do all those other things which are assured, can we also focus on something that can grow? That's my point. And in the market, because I would want us to take this point home. Currently, there is a spree of privatizations because, as you know, the government needs all the money that can be gotten. You people in this hall with the money, and you have money for other people, so no one will accuse you of buying a government asset for your own sake. Are you thinking about it? Have you gone through the list of anything that could be sold? Because we saw now the government, you can even give the price and they sell you without even anything much. Go through the list, you tell them, I also want to buy this. What I'm trying to say is, there are many companies you can buy in the market, listed and unlisted. If I had the kind of money you have, we are just sharing. If I had the money you have,